Holy cow! Welcome to Donnie's Hangout Adventures and some bad news with my phone. Not sure how many more videos I'm going to do until I get another phone, new phone, old phone, whatever. I got a pixel line, a pink line. I'm hoping it doesn't show on my video, but I only have about this much of my screen because it's like completely down the middle. I mean, it's on the side where I have a crack on my phone from where I dropped it on cement way back in September. So that may or may not have led to this crackness. Now I've had this, or this pixel line I should say, I've had this phone since beginning of 2020 when I started my YouTube channel. So it is a fairly old phone and it is going to die. The matter is when. It's not a matter of if. Now, I'm going to get into what I want to talk about is, I don't get emotional, when I hear of a celebrity that dies. Death is part of life. But yesterday, I was sort of taken aback. Because I haven't met a lot of, celebrities. I have a few wrestlers, a few singers, what have you. So I have met a few, not like a lot of people, but I've met a lot more. Some of them have met zero, but nonetheless. So I don't take it naturally hard when I hear of a celebrity that passes on. It hasn't happened much in my life where I'm taken back by it. Yesterday, I was taken back by it. The Oak Ridge Boys lead singer, Joe Bonsall, I always have trouble pronouncing his name. I always have, and I don't know, he has a weird last name. So, I was taken back by it that he died. I usually go into, their career. We all know about the Oak Ridge Boys and all their #1 hits, and them being members of the Grand Ole Opry, and them being together for over 40 years, which in of itself is quite an accomplishment. How many bands can actually say that they've been together that long? Because a lot of times bands, split up after a while and they have, differences in what they want to do, what they want to sing and stuff. So, they usually split up after a while. So being together for 40 years is pretty amazing. Now, I could talk about all that stuff, their career and what they did and all that, but no, I'm going to go a different direction because this one was sort of hit me. He was only 76, and 2013, I bought me and Mom some tickets to Bridgeview to see the Oak Ridge Boys. My first ever concert. I had been to a few events there prior with my narcissist brother. So I'd been there a few events before, wrestling events and, what have you. So, but this was my first actual concert, was the Oak Ridge Boys. Me and Mom went to a few others after that, Kenny Rogers, and Sawyer Brown, what have you. But this was a special one. I still have pictures. I still have pictures of it on my phone. Unfortunately, my phone's dying, but nonetheless. And this was a special one because I got front row seats. And Mom has always loved the Oak Ridge Boys. And so we're sitting there in the front row, and they put on an excellent performance. Joe had unbelievable amount of energy from the crowd that one night. And Mom was sitting in the front row, and he came down to the other end where we were sitting because he wanted to get the crowd involved, which a lot of singers don't do that. And so he came down to the other end, and Mom said, I'll get to that in a minute. So he sung right to Mom, and Mom said, "My guy sung to me." I'm like, okay, sure, Mom. But that was a special moment. It was a special moment. And I ended up shaking his hand. One of the nicest guys, just very briefly meeting him. And I just told him, I says, this was a dream come true for my mom to actually see you guys in concert. And he just smiled. He just smiled. And that's pretty much what I wanted to share. I think everybody knows that we went to the Oak Ridge Boys, but I was taken back by this death. And it is sad that a piece of me, a piece of country and me died when Joe died. And I hope that Joe Bosnell, well, he's in heaven, no question about it. He's lived a pretty good life. And I hope he sings to Mom one more time up there. And maybe even to Dad. And, I was really taken back by this one. This one was really special to me. This one really made me think. I mean, I've already thought enough as it is, with my parents being both of them being gone in 6 months. But it's made me really think, life is special. And I have that memory of seeing him and the Oak Ridge Boys in concert. And that's a very special memory to me. And you know what? Rest in peace to Joe Bonsall. Condolences to all the fans and the family, and especially the 3 remaining members of the Oak Ridge Boys. Condolences to them, because no question about it, they lost a great friend that have toured together for over 40 years. So no question, they lost a dear friend. Rest in peace. Me and Mom are saying that's all for now.
That's all for now.